good morning, or shall I say, boo morning.
Howdy, I'm Cowgirl Pinky.
And I'm Mario.
Fall sports are starting to wrap up. Football had their senior night and softball played their last playoff game of the season, and cross country is preparing for sectionals.
Ooh, that sounds like a spooky lineup. We'll be right back after the intro.
HSPN!
Last Friday, the football team played their region game against Hillgrove and took home the win for their senior night.
I went to the game, and let me tell you, the Hoyas put on a good fight. Nariah and I got to speak to some of the senior players before the game, and they told us about their favorite football memories and gave some advice to the freshman players. Last Friday, the Hoya football team took on Hillgrove for senior night. We asked some of the senior football players to give advice to some of the freshman players.
What's the hardest thing about being a senior football player?
I'd say the hardest part is just knowing that your season's going to come to an end soon. And you just got to cherish every moment you got.
What's the biggest thing that you did to keep yourself going through games when you made a mistake?
I would say when you make a mistake in a game, you just kind of have to refocus your mind, calm down. You'll have teammates beside you to calm you down and be like, hey, next play mentality. That's all it really is, just the next play thing. You got to throw that last play out the window and move on, because you play 60-plus plays in a game, so one play doesn't define you. You just got to keep moving forward and make the play the next time.
Next, we asked them what their favorite high school football memory is.
My favorite memory has definitely been from the FCAs the past years when we go to West Georgia for 2 to 3 days. I think it's just a great time, spend time with the teammates, basically get used to each other, bond with each other. Coaches always have fun activities for us when we're not playing football, so I think that was definitely a fun time, especially my sophomore year, getting cool with the seniors and stuff like that. So definitely think that was one of my favorite memories.
I'd say my favorite memory is probably the FCAs, too. I think they're really fun. And then, we had this little lock-in, a senior lock-in, and me and Coach Thompson played spike ball for, 2 hours versus each other. And that was super fun, too, because we were all, together, locked in a field house. Well, and on the field for, all night. It's 4 a.m., so that was super fun.
My favorite high school memory is probably from this year, beating McEachern at their place for their homecoming. I think that gave us a lot of motivation for this year, especially. It's going to help us a lot throughout the rest of the season.
Congrats on our football team for being the new 6A region champs. Make sure you come out this Friday to support them as they take on Paulding County.
Wow, I love seeing the football players give some of the younger ones some advice.
Yeah, me too. After that big win, we also got to see our Hoyas prepare for their race at sectionals.
Hey Hoyas, today we got a chance to talk to some of the seniors at practice. We asked them how they feel about their season ending and about their region week.
It's regions this weekend for our JV team, so it's their last week of practice, so we dress up, and today's neon day, and we're just preparing for everyone's last race and hoping we get some PRs this weekend. I think it's kind of exciting for it to be our last practice. It's kind of sad, but I'm excited for what's to come in the future.
I mean, it's been a good season. We've all grown a lot.
I feel like
improved
we made a lot
our
of
times. Made a lot of friendships. Made this friendship.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do without her next year.
These last couple of practices, we're really just trying to maintain. We're not trying to push it too hard. Just kind of maintaining the speed that we've gained from all of our workouts and stuff, and just taking it easy for this last meet.
Yeah, we don't want to push ourselves too hard and be sore for our race, but we also don't want to lose what we built this entire season.
We wish our Hoyas good luck on their journey to sectionals. They will be running next Saturday at Harrison, so make sure you show up and support your Hoyas. This is Brian Pringle, signing off.
Cute costumes, and great job, guys. I love to see y'all continue going hard.
The softball girls played their last game of the season in the second round of state playoffs against North Gwinnett. Unfortunately, they fell short, going 5-11.
Hey Hoyas, it's me and Ciso reporting from Clarkham Field. Today is Our Lady Hoya's second round of playoffs. This is an intense game. Let's take a look.
We spoke to Lizzie Lockhart, and she told us a little bit about the softball team's last series together and what she thought about it.
In the beginning of the series, I feel like when we lost that first game, it was kind of like a motivator, and in the second game, it really made us have confidence, and we really wanted to win because we knew that we didn't want any of it to be our last times on the field with each other. In the second game, like when we won, I feel like it gave us a lot of confidence going into the next game and the third game of the series, like knowing that we can beat them and knowing that we're strong enough to win. In the third game, I feel like we just fell short a little bit. We were up 5-1 in the fifth inning, and it just fell short and, you know, a little play here and there. But overall, I feel like we had a really good season.
We got to speak to Coach Dombrowski and heard his thoughts on the last game of state playoffs.
Well, it was a tough way to finish the season, but those kind of games are absolutely electric. Unfortunately, we just didn't come out on top, but it doesn't take away at all from what our girls did this year and the success we had. Just an incredible season, an incredible way to finish.
Our softball team has had a great season this year, and we are so proud of their successes with the final overall record of 27-7. This is me and CISO signing off. Bye, Hoyas.
Wow, good job, ladies, for making it this far into playoffs, and great way to end your season. Next, we got a special interview from our senior, Avery Walker.
Hey Hoyas, I'm Kaylee Wren. In today's segment, I will be highlighting our Player of the Week, Avery Walker.
I've been playing softball since I was 6, so about 11 years. Successful, I've tried to just be the best teammate I can be, really. Softball also helps with that. Winning region this year was my favorite memory, just because, I mean, you're a senior, like everyone wants to experience. But really, it's just being with my teammates, like going to Mexican after games or like locker room talks pregame.
So I met Avery last semester in my Education 1 class. I had the pleasure of watching Avery play softball, and she's amazing, but I can speak more to her in the education class. And she's an inspiring teacher, and she's just in her element, and she's growing so much. She's creative and hardworking. She's always willing to help her peers and try new things, which are great traits of a future teacher. A kind, compassionate heart that she has, that'll take her far in life, and is an excellent trait.
Wow, I love getting to know Avery Walker and Miss Haggerty. Good luck next year, Avery.
You go, girl. Shout out to Avery Walker.
Let's send it over to Stan with some information about the event taking place tomorrow.
Thanks, Cowgirl, Pinky, and Mario. Shout out to our football team for being chosen by Fox 5 News for Team of the Week. We have a pep rally in celebration of their accomplishment. Due to this, we will follow a Hoya Block schedule after the pep rally. Be sure to be in the gym by 8 o'clock a.m. to support your Hoyas. That's all I have. Back to Cowgirl, Pinky, and Mario.
Thank you, Stan, and thank you so much, Hoyas, for tuning into our spooky show.
And make sure to come back next Wednesday for another episode of HSPN and Friday for an episode of Hoya Vision. And also, don't forget to check out our podcast, Hoyas on Air. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at HSPN Sports. Happy Hallows Eve!